Can the keto diet reverse diabetes and weight gain? Keto diet is becoming very popular these days. Many people love it for quick weight loss. I am trying to go for keto on plant-based diet. Most keto diets are based on eggs and meat. I had a heart attack in 1993 trying that way, and I do not want to do that again. The research from the University of British Columbia, Canada, found some important findings. What exactly is a keto diet? Think of it this way. Your body normally uses carbs for energy. Carbs are found in bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, and many fruits. The amount of carbs found in fruits and vegetables may vary. But bread, pasta, and rice have about 70% or more carbs by dry weight. A normal keto diet cuts the carb content to about 50 grams per day. Instead, you eat lots of fat and protein. We are talking about 60 to 80% of your daily calories from fat. They found that people following keto-like diets might have twice the risk of heart problems. When you stop eating carbs, your liver starts breaking down fat to make something called ketones. These ketones become your new energy source. That is why it is called ketogenic. The research team looked at data from the UK Biobank. They followed these people for at least 10 years. The researchers found 305 people who ate what they called a keto-like diet. This means they got less than 25% of their calories from carbs and more than 45% from fat. They compared these people with 1,220 others who ate a normal, balanced diet. The results were striking. About 73% of people in both groups were women. The average age was 54 years. Those on the keto-like diet had a body mass index of 27.7. The normal diet group had a BMI of 26.7. Both numbers fall in the overweight range. But here comes the worrying part. People on keto-like diets had much higher levels of LDL cholesterol. High LDL cholesterol is known to cause heart disease. It builds up in your arteries and blocks blood flow. The research team followed these people for an average of 12 years. During this time, they tracked who had heart problems. The results were concerning. About 10% of people on keto-like diets had a heart event. Compare this to only 4.3% of people on normal diets. That is more than double the risk. What kinds of heart problems are we talking about? The research found increased rates of chest pain, blocked arteries that needed stenting, heart attacks, strokes, and peripheral artery disease. These are serious medical conditions that can be life-threatening. Dr. Iatan led this research. She works at St. Paul's Hospital in Vancouver. She said this might be one of the first studies to look at how keto diets affect heart health over many years. But wait, there is more to this story. The research also found that people with the highest LDL cholesterol levels had the highest risk of heart problems. The scientists also discovered that something called apolipoprotein B was higher in keto diet followers. This is a protein that sits on bad cholesterol particles. Some studies suggest this might be an even better predictor of heart disease than regular cholesterol tests. Now, you might be wondering why keto diets cause these problems. When you eat a lot of fat, especially saturated fat, your liver makes more cholesterol. Some people are more sensitive to this than others. Your genes play a role in how your body handles dietary fat. The research team was careful to point out some important facts. Not everyone responds to keto diets the same way. Some people might see their cholesterol stay the same or even go down, but on average, cholesterol levels tend to rise. Dr. Iatan explained that they do not fully understand why people respond so differently. They want to find genetic markers that can predict how someone will react to a keto diet. This could help doctors give better advice in the future. The research has some limitations we should talk about. People only reported their diet once, at the beginning of the research. They might have changed their eating habits over the years. Also, people sometimes do not accurately remember or report what they eat. This was an observational research, which means it can show connections, but cannot prove that keto diets directly cause heart problems. But the findings are strong enough to warrant serious attention. Here is what makes this important. About 1 in 5 Americans report being on some form of low-carb or keto diet. That is millions of people who might be unknowingly increasing their heart disease risk. The research found when people stopped following keto diets, their cholesterol levels dropped significantly. One research showed drops of 174 milligrams per deciliter on average, which is a 220% decrease. This suggests the effects might be reversible. Different studies have shown mixed results about keto diets and heart health. Some research suggests keto diets might have benefits for certain heart conditions, but the weight of evidence seems to lean toward caution, especially for long-term use. A recent review from Harvard Medical School raised similar concerns. They noted that while keto diets might help with short-term weight loss, there is little evidence for long-term benefits. They also pointed out that keto diets raise bad cholesterol levels in many people. The Harvard review mentioned another important point. Keto diets severely limit fruits and vegetables. This means people miss out on important vitamins, minerals, and fiber. These nutrients are crucial for heart health and overall wellness. Some diabetes medications might also work differently on keto diets, especially if you are taking any hypoglycaemia or very low blood sugar causing medication. You need to monitor the situation closely. What should you do if you are thinking about trying a keto diet? The researchers have clear advice. First, talk to your doctor before starting. This is especially important if you have any risk factors for heart disease. If you decide to try a keto diet, get your cholesterol checked regularly. Your doctor can monitor your LDL cholesterol and other heart disease markers. If your levels go up significantly, you might need to reconsider your diet choice. You should also work on other heart disease risk factors. This includes managing diabetes, high blood pressure, and quitting smoking. Regular exercise is also crucial for heart health, regardless of your diet. The research team suggests that people should be aware of the potential risks before starting keto diets. The promise of quick weight loss might be tempting, but your long-term heart health is more important than short-term results. Some people might be at higher risk than others. If you have a family history of heart disease or high cholesterol, you might want to be extra cautious. Your genes might make you more likely to have problems with high-fat diets. The researchers plan to continue their work. They want to identify who might be most at risk from keto diets. They are looking for genetic markers and other factors that could predict how someone will respond. This research adds to a growing body of evidence about diet and heart health. It reminds us that popular diets may not be always safe diets. Just because something works for weight loss does not mean it is good for your overall health. The medical community continues to debate the role of keto diets in health and disease, but this research provides important evidence that we cannot ignore. The potential for doubled heart disease risk is serious enough to give anyone pause. If you are currently following a keto diet, do not panic, but do talk to your doctor about your individual risk. Get your cholesterol checked and discuss whether this eating pattern is right for you long-term. The key message from this research is simple. Be informed about the risks and benefits of any major dietary change. Your heart health is too important to leave to chance. Work with healthcare professionals to make the best choices for your individual situation. What we eat matters for our heart health. This research shows that even popular diets can have unexpected risks. The smart approach is to stay informed, get regular checkups, and make decisions based on solid scientific evidence rather than trends or quick fixes. Remember, the goal should be long-term health, not just short-term results. Your heart will thank you for making thoughtful, informed choices about your diet and lifestyle. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe. On the screen, you see an essential video for you. Thanks very much for watching this video. References are in the comments section. See you in the next video.